Greetings everybody. Today we will be making the short labial bow. What we require is a wire of 21 gauge, a universal plier and a cutter to deal with the wire, and we'll start with a straight wire. We usually get this, or we have to straighten our wire to relieve the residual stresses, and we get it into a U-shaped arch. This we then adapt on the surface. Now what's important is that the wire lies on the junction between the middle third and the incisal third of the tooth, as we can see here. And now we have to adapt it in such a manner that it extends along the arch. Now I'll be manipulating the wire a bit. So once we get it in the sort of arch form, then we can start giving the bends. The main components of the labial bow, the short labial bow, are the incisal part, the vertical U bends, the occlusal crossover parts, and the retentive arms. So as we can see, it's relatively well adapted. We'll be cutting the wire from here till the molar, the distal end of the first molar. As we can see here, first we'll mark the points. You can use a white pencil, a white marker, or a permanent marker for this purpose. Yes. Okay, let us begin. So at the canine, at the junction of the mesial third of the canine and the middle third of the canine, that is somewhere here, that's where our vertical bends will start. I'll do the same on the other side as well. Keep the midline in place and mark again. Now the vertical bends are a total 90-degree bend, as we can see the 3 points, midpoint and the right and the left. So we have to give a complete 90-degree bend towards the gingiva. There we go. As we can see, it's 90 degrees. Now it will be difficult to adapt it onto the cast because of the vertical arm, but we can simply give a U bend anticipating the height of the canine. So on this universal plier and this ideal cast, we can see it's around the fourth bend. And we give a smooth U bend, a smooth U bend. Now we simply have to adapt it a bit more. As we can see on the vertical aspect, it's 2 mm below the gingival margin, right? Now let's make it a little thinner, the U loop. There we go. Yes, as we can appreciate, it's from the middle and mesial third all the way till the embrasure of the first premolar and the canine. Now I'll show you the crossover arm on this side as well. We repeat the same thing on the other side. Some minor adjustments. There we go. Now we'll mark this point where the occlusal arm will begin. So the incisal, the vertical U, and now the occlusal crossover arm. There we go, the occlusal crossover arm. Now we have to adapt this The occlusal crossover becomes the retentive arm. We give a nice retentive tag so that when it's in the acrylic, it remains secure. As we can see, we can adapt it a bit more for better retention. The incisal part is on the junction of the middle and the incisal third. The vertical arm goes 2 mm below the gingival margin. Now I'll show you the finished product. Now this is a labial bow that's well adapted. As we can see, the retentives arm on the palate, and we can see the U-loop, the vertical loops, the incisal part, the occlusal crossover, and the retentive tags. That's it. Thank you.